Okay, we are live on YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. Today, I'm a little in a hurry here because I had a little problem to get into this immersion, but that's okay. I hope you all enjoy it. Today, we are going to talk about brain rot. It's actual subject. I think Camila already had this same subject, I remember, and it was so good conversation. And I hope you enjoy as well here. And before we start, guys, I need to clarify, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a student, as you all. This is not a class, it is a space to practice our speaking English and to improve our confidence, okay? So now I will split us in other rooms just to make our conversation flow better, okay? And I will ask you, please, in another room, you can, if you want, for sure, you can choose a leader to guide the conversation. And it's important to introduce yourself before to break the ice to start speaking. And uh, so I think there is no one new here. I think everyone knows we need to be respectful each other, to be empathetic, and the main, it's so important is to enjoy this conversation, okay? To practice, to share your opinion, feel free, okay? So enjoy a lot. And okay, now I will split us. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. I'm deciding here. Okay, guys, if you receive some invitation, please click on it. See you soon. Bye bye. Okay, now we can start. Uh, okay, Rogério, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, guys, good afternoon. I'm Rogério. I'm I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro. Today we have a problem with the subway, so I need to work at home to do home office again because this week I made my home office on Monday. Yes, Monday. And I work as accountant in our gas company since 2018. 2018, yes. For the next April 7, next April 18, I will complete 7 years in this company, working hard. It's not easy. Camila said because she's accountant as well. Camila knows, sorry. Which more? A little about me. I'm a Christian person. I love to listen gospel music, play my guitar, practice exercise, and travel. That's just it's about me.
Very good, Rogério. Thank you. And Iago, please, your turn.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was having a lot of issues with my microphone yesterday, so I'm a little traumatized, I think. I think the island was there.
Yeah, I
Um,
was.
Hello everyone, my name is Iago. I'm 29. I live in a small town in Ceará called Apuiarés. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. I work as an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time, love to listen to music. Uh, I like to go to the gym, and I think that's it.
Thank you, Iago. And Camila, my friend, please introduce yourself.
Yes, hello guys. Good afternoon. My name is Camila. I am 40 years old. I live in São Paulo, in the capital, and I've been here practicing English in Talk and Talk since March 24. And I decided to become a host in July, I guess, 24. What else? I have been working as an accountant in an energy company, and I am here to improve my English speaking skills. I am attending some Spanish immersions too, because I guess it's important to remember some words in Spanish. So that's it about me.
Thank you, Camila. It was awesome to know you are participating in Spanish Immersion. And because I'm trying to start, I've never studied Spanish, and I hope I can conciliate, I don't know, Spanish, French, in English. Okay, I hope. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. Okay. So I'm Ayla, guys. I'm a host here. I'm a English French host nowadays. I've been in this process to to uh, to improve my capacity to speak another language, and I so appreciated it, and I think it's making me feel so good. I think it's like a way I can improve my mindset and other skills like leadership, listen to people better, so something like that. I so appreciate it. And yeah, I think now we can start. Okay. Iago, could you read the question number 2? Start discussing.
Okay, what does brain rot mean to you? Have you ever felt like your brain was overloaded with useless information? I think that as we saw in the video, brain rot is I think that for me, I would say that that is when you feel that you are getting dumber, that you feel that you are not a smart person, you don't know anything. And I think that sometimes I feel like this. I feel that for me it's a struggle to deal with social media because I'm trying to use less or maybe getting out of some platforms for maybe the past 2 years. But I always feel that I have like this addictive behavior because when I block some app and when I have access again, I am all into it. For example, I blocked TikTok for a while, but when the app is available for me, I spend, I don't know, maybe half an hour seeing a lot of things that means nothing to me. A lot of useless videos. But yeah, I was feeling because of this, that I was feeling really stressed for no reason. And then I noticed that, oh, I think that I am spending too much time on social media again. And yeah, I think that social media is the main thing I would say on this to brain rot and to feel overwhelmed, overloaded with a lot of information that can be useful, but they can also be useless because I don't know, you can see a important thing about something that you would like to know, but I don't know, 15 seconds later, you are seeing something that has nothing to do with it. So you already forgot what you already seen that was important, you know? So, yeah, I think that's it.
Good. Thank you for sharing, Iago. And I totally agree with you. I think to me, brain rot means feeling mentally sluggish or numb because you feel a lot to doing mindless activity like scrolling and social media, and it's definitely it's no good for us. I think it is damage. There is some damage, especially for our capacity to critical thinking, to be creative, and to focus on in your activities important for you to for your development, like study, work, to be more productive at work, something like that. So, and I confess that I feel a little worried about this, and nowadays I try to to put some balance, to put some boundaries to when I use social media or other activity like binge watching videos. So it's important to pay attention. So thank you. And about you, Rogério, you are play with your little dog.
I'm here. My dog is doing a little noise, you know.
Yeah,
So
my little dog is here too.
yes, I think I am a guy fora da curva. I don't know. I don't have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think actual X. I don't have. Just have LinkedIn. I love to use LinkedIn just to follow notice about my professional accounting or tax. I think social media is important to split this information, the good and bad information. I mean, uh, to follow guys that always saying bad things. I think it's not a good idea. Just to follow guys that there are important matters to know, to follow, to learn something important. You know, it's my view.
Yeah, Rogério, thank you for sharing, and I agree with you. I think it's hard to find a good content on internet, especially from social media. I I I consider I have a low profile in social media. I like more to follow some teachers, and because I think it could be helpful. I use it to improve my knowledge in English, and there is some tips, useful tips. I like it, but I agree with you. I think unfortunately there is more bad content, content that don't help us to grow, don't help us to develop more, and it's no good. I pay attention about this, and I nowadays when I start seeing something like that, I I stop it, and I wonder, no, I love you need to to do other things useful, and it's you are frying your brain. Something like that. Yeah, it's important. Thank you, Rogério. And Camila, what are your opinion?
Guys, for sure, I had felt this about the brain rot. And I don't know about you, but I feel so tired when I spend too much times scrolling or I don't know, watching some useless videos on YouTube channel. And then in the end of the day, I feel like drained about my energy. And I have I don't know. I would like to change my day, but this is already passed. So I feel a little bit, I don't know, frustrated because I was just doing something that don't improve myself in a way. So I don't like to do this. On Sunday, I was a little bit sick and I decided to watch it, spend all my day watching a TV series. And in the end of Sunday, I was terrible because I was without energy. I was like, I spent all my day here. So I guess this is not helpful for ourselves. Even when we do this just for time to enjoy, I guess this is not so good because this is not helpful. Maybe you are looking for the others' lives or watching something on YouTube channel that don't help you. So in my opinion, this is not for sure not so good for ours. I don't know, maybe mental health.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you, Camila. Thank you for sharing. And I feel the same way when oh my gosh, I decided, oh, I will see something on social media quickly, and I noticed it lasts, I don't know, 20, 30, 1 hour. And oh my gosh, I think, oh my gosh, I wasted too much time on it. And why I did it? And it's no good. And after, I feel like the same way you said, my energy like it was drained. And my brain, it doesn't work. I feel like I can't uh, remember my other activities well. What I was doing before, I need to do, and something like that, you know. So I don't know. I think it's really happening. It's no good for our brain. Our brain need to be challenged all the time, and it's important to make our brain work out. It's like a workout. So, to maintain a healthy mental health, it's important to pay attention. Thank you, Camila. Camila, could you read now the question number 3?
Yeah, sure. Do you think social media contributes to brain rot? Why or why not? Yes, I do. In my opinion, for sure. I'm not a big fan of Instagram, but I love Twitter, guys. I could spend hours on Twitter, but not hours at once. I just take 10 minutes now and then 30 minutes later. So I will spend my day checking the information there. And I always say to my friend, this is my source of information. But I know that Twitter sometimes is just for fun, but I don't think this is good for our, we said before about the brain rot. If you really be honest, you will realize that you are just there following or watching something useless on social media. Sometimes the meme or the news doesn't matter for your life. So I totally I can say that I do it a lot on Twitter, but not I guess LinkedIn too. I try to assess this more than one a day, but in my opinion, Twitter can makes me feel like brain rot, drained about the information. So I totally agree that social media helps us a lot. The algorithm is terrible for our focus, I guess.
I agree with you. And I think especially when you use it, social media with mindlessly content. It's
Mhm.
complicated. Yeah, I think it's like you consummate random and shallow content, so it doesn't, there is no helpful or useful uh, information that will help you to another things like to use in your study or work or to improve your relationships or what else. So yeah, it's a reality, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, Camila. Rogério, what did you think about this question?
I agree with Camila, what she said. Contribute a lot social media to bring rot, because we spend many time seeing, I don't know how can I say bobeira. Do you know? I think we could be avoid this, but maybe we it's important to have a good mindset to remember how important is our time to use this to become this time useful. But the information is so easy; it's in our hands. You can use cell phone and see whatever you want, and maybe we don't have this, we don't use this time very good. So I think social media contribute a lot to brain rot.
Rogério, I think you are so intelligent to know use the social media. Congratulations. Congratulations, because yeah, it's good. I think it's better. It's better to avoid because sometimes people say, oh no, I will put some limits, but I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. In our real, it's complicated. Yeah. Do you agree, Iago? Do you use social media a lot or not?
So as I say, I struggle a little bit with it because I block my social media very, very often. I delete the apps. I only use now, I think the Instagram and TikTok, but I hate Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing there because I hate the advertisement. It's terrible that every we roll the page and on every two posts we have a advertisement for some product that I don't want to buy and I feel that I need to buy. That's terrible. Uh, but but I don't have the app on my phone anymore because I was feeling that I was using for a while that I didn't want to. So now if I want to access, I just access in the navigator or in my um even in the cell phone, but it's terrible, the usability. So it's fine because with the terrible usability, I don't want to be there for too long. And then TikTok, I if the app is now blocked for I think that I blocked for maybe 2 weeks or 1 month. I don't know. So I feel very productive because I'm not seeing a lot of short content because I feel that with short content, my attention goes to the drain. But then when the app is not blocked, I don't know, a lot of things happen because I stayed there for a while. I will not say for a long time because I have a timer also. That's something that I use. But I noticed that the timer is not enough, so I need to block the app for a long time. And I don't know, it's like this mommy for me to use less and to not use. But other thing that I like, and I think that I spend too much time there also is on YouTube. Um, but I think that YouTube, I'm okay with it because I see more long videos. They are not too short. And I feel that I can focus on one thing on YouTube. I can search something that I am interested or see a video from someone that I follow already. I feel better on YouTube with longer content. But yeah, but with short content, my attention, I don't know what happens.
Yeah, good point. And I think we can continue because the question number 4 it asks you about the use to spend hours on TikTok, for example. Could you read, Iago, and start discussing, please?
Okay, how can binge watching TV shows or spending hours on TikTok affect our ability to focus? So for me, I need to search what binge watching means, but it's like maratona, right? Um, I I used to do this a lot a few years ago, but I don't know. I think that I don't want to do that anymore. I think that the content that some platforms are releasing, they are going back to the older format, releasing new episodes each week. And for me, I think that that's better. That works better for me as someone that is watching the story developing because I have time to think about what I saw and to discuss with someone, not to discuss a whole season of something in the weekend, in the same weekend that some series is released. I think that I don't know, it's good that some platforms are seeing that doesn't work anymore necessarily. Of course, a lot of people like to do this, but I don't feel that we enjoy the what we are seeing. And about TikTok is that what I say? If I use TikTok, if I'm on TikTok, my focus, my attention, it goes to the drain. I feel like I'm a very dumb person because I can't focus on anything. I don't know how to do anything, and that's terrible. And also, I feel stressed with no reason, and I know that that's because of it.
Yeah. Iago, uh, I don't know TikTok. I've never used TikTok, but I know there the content is short. Yeah, it's short. Okay. And do do you agree that when you receive a lot of short information, it's like a little dose, like scientists says about this, we receive a little dose of dopamine, and it creates a illusion on our brain, like happiness, and you always want to do it, to repeat it, and it make us our brain what. Do you agree about this? Or do you feel like this? Do you feel like this because you use it, TikTok? What are your opinion?
Yes, I totally agree because that's exactly what happens. Because even now, we some people can do longer contents on TikTok, like 7, 10 minutes video. That's something that people are doing now. But I don't know if it's not something that catches your attention at the very beginning, you just go to the next one. And that's so easy because you just scroll,
Mhm.
and I feel that I forgot your question. I think, but I think that that relates with, for example, when I say that when I use TikTok for too long, I feel stressed for no reason. And I think that that's related with the dopamine, because you are always looking for something that you want, you not necessarily want to see, but when you are in some social media you feel that you want to see that content. So it's so easy because you see something funny. I don't know. The last time that I was using TikTok for a while, it was appearing to me a lot of pandas videos, a lot of pandas doing funny things, And it was a lot of videos from that, and I was
Mhm.
feeling very happy. Oh, it's so funny seeing pandas doing dumb things. And then when I get off of the social media, I feel stressed for no reason. And now I know that it's because of it, the dopamine, the easy dopamine.
Mhm. Very good. I think it's I don't know. I'm interested because scientists says so we are getting lazy because we just want to to feel like this. It's so fast. So I need my dose of dopamine now, and no study. No, I no study. I need to read. I need to focus on a lot. And no, I want just my dose of dopamine, and it's complicated because it's a long term. You are getting you are getting your brain sick. Uh, your brain stop to focus better, and other of things. Other all of the things what are you talked before. So yeah, yeah, it's a challenge. Okay, Camila, what did you think about this? Do you agree or not?
Um, I don't use TikTok, but I know how it works. And I guess this happens with me sometimes when I struggle to find a video to watch on YouTube. I feel that I don't have too much patience to choose, and I will jump for a different videos or this start, and then 1 minute later I decide to watch another one just because, oh, this is boring. Let's jump for another one until I find the better video to watch. And today I was watching a video from a guy that were living in US and working as a motorcycle deliverer. So this is totally different that I was searching. And then when I realized I was there watching the guys and the streets on USA, and for me it was like, oh my gosh, I was here to searching what? I forgot why I opened the YouTube channel. So
Mhm.
I totally feel like this. I read a book years ago in Portuguese, but the name in English is Stolen Focus. And I feel like I totally see Iago when he said about you feel dumb sometimes. We cannot
Mhm.
control your will. You just want more. It's like we feel addicted about this. So I guess the dopamine it's something that this is not something that we can control. This is about
Mhm.
our brain and the connection, I don't know, emotions. So we need to know how to use it wisely, I guess, because they know how to make us feel addicted to this. So it's hard to fight against this feeling. So I totally understand, Diago.
Yeah. It's like it's addiction. It's
Yeah.
addiction. Yeah. Thank you, Camila. Very good. Thank you. And Rogério, let me know your opinion, please.
Yes, I agree with Iago, Camila. If you decide, if you allow, you can spend our day using TikTok just to see video, next video, next video. Here, I forget this word here in English. Here all the time, I forget this word. Sorry. Uh, I lost my focus, my target. If I use my time to see some video, because I know there are some important videos, some important small videos, you know. I know, but there are many jokes, many uh, body videos, as Camila said. So I think I can lost my target if I use this time using this body videos or junkie videos, piadas, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I lost my focus, my target. I avoid.
Yeah, I like to watch funny videos. It's good. I think there is no problem. I'm not against it, guys, about this. I just I know it's important to have a balance, to put some limit. And I'd like to ask you, Rogério, to have a daughter.
Yes, I have
Yeah,
one daughter.
and is she teenager?
Yeah, she's 21. I think she's a teenager.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but she's an adult. Yeah.
Yeah, little adult.
Uh,
She stay in his bedroom and spend all time in cell phone.
yeah,
My God.
I will ask you about, but I thought she was a teenager because when our children are kids, I think it's complicated, because I think
Yes,
nowadays
yes,
children and teenagers they are so affected by it, and unfortunately, and
yes, yes,
it's complicated.
yes. I agree.
Okay, thank you, Rogério. Hey, Rogério, would you choose another question? Feel free to choose whatever you want, okay?
What are some health, question six, what are some health habits that can help prevent brain rot? I chose this easy question, just to have some minutes. I think to avoid is to choice. What do you want to see? What make feels happy? You know, it's important to avoid, as I said before, to avoid boring and joking because it's lost. In my case, it's can lost my focus, my target. I am serious guy, I'm serious person, so I try to avoid just jokes.
Okay, thank you, Rogério. And for you, Iago, what did you think?
What is the question again? Sorry.
Question six.
6.
Okay. Um, I I don't know because as I said, I feel that every time that I am in a social media, I feel like an addicted person. That's and I don't know. I think that the only habit that I would say is try to get out of that because it's not good in a long term. You will feel tired, you will feel dumb, you feel that you don't know nothing when you spend too much time on social media. Of course, we can enjoy in different ways the kind of content that we see, that we choose to see. But I don't know, maybe try to get away from short contents, short videos. I think that it's a nice thing, which is difficult now because people only do short videos, short content. But it's better if you try to get out there.
Okay, thank you, Iago. Thank you for sharing. And Camila, what are your opinion about this question?
Guys, when I have something really important to do, I try to use Pomodoro, the technique. And I guess this helped
Mhm.
me to finish my activities. But another thing that I avoid is to work with my cell phone besides me, because it's like something that you feel, I don't know, attracted and you try to use it. So I avoid when I need important things to develop. So in my case, I know it's really hard nowadays to be aware of the distractions. So I use some techniques and I put some timer in my apps to control it, but all the time I failed.
Uh, I wonder. I think so. A lot of people say about the Pomodoro. It's a good tool to keep a good time, a schedule, maintain a balance. And I think it's good. I think it's because you can put a limit and without compromise your productivity to study, to work, and to take yourself because you need to take ourselves and practice exercise, for example, and maintain a routine of mental stimulation. It's important. Okay,
Pomodoro?
guys. Pomodoro.
Didn't know.
It's a good app.
Yes, okay, I will see.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I would like to know now to know how was the conversation for you? What did you think about this topic? What are your opinion, Rogério?
It's a it's a good topic, easy topic. Thank you. I don't speak English as Camila and Iago, but I think I try to say something uh, right, you know. It's a good topic. Thank you.
Thank you for your share, for attending in this immersion. Thank you a lot. Hello, guys. Welcome back. How are you? How was the conversation? Let me see. Luis, please, my friend. How was
Was
the conversation?
was an amazing conversation with Daniel and Lucas. Was a very close, a very warm conversation, very fluid, and was a very easy. Was like a shared phrase in the end of the day, you know. Just we didn't have beers, but was very cool.
Oh, I'm glad to hear about that. So thank you, Luis. And for you, Luria, how was the conversation?
It
It's
was really
similar our conversation in
in
today in
French.
French. Yeah,
Yes, I said this to them. Genemis, he in the end he was off, but I keep the conversation, and it was really nice. We talk about how we can separate the time, to live a, a life that you don't need to be just online. But we talk that is really great to have this possibility, to connect with people. That is not too bad. You just need to learn and have a filter of how to use and put this in your routine. That's it. Thank you a lot.
thank you as well because it's so good tip. I consider so good tip what you said. And okay, I think Daniel, how was the conversation for you?
Oh, I totally agree with you, Luis. The conversation was very good. We shared a lot of opinions about the subject, experience. Was amazing. I like a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. And for you, Lucas.
I liked this conversation with Daniel and Luis. Totally agree. Luis said it's an interesting topic. I think it's a very interesting to know how powerful technology and information can be, and how negative it can be. Thanks so much for bringing it to the topic. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you a lot, Lucas. And Samuel, please,
Hey,
what are your
yeah,
opinion?
I think that was a lovely conversation. We have a great time, and the word of the moment was balancing. in the middle of all those screens and technology, we need to try to set some, what's the word? I take a note about that. Let me think. Yeah, we need to set boundaries, you know,
Yeah, so good,
to
very good.
not got crazy.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for your opinion, guys. I would like to thank you all. And sorry, because in the beginning I was a little lost because I had a technical problem here. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Unfortunately, we don't have much time, and thank you all. Thank you, Camila, Daniel, Samuel, Luiz Carlos, Iago, Rogério, Lucas Buizola e Lúria. And I hope see you next time, guys.